Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Art versus Art. We have a guest with us again, Shane, cool boy Shane. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just wonderfully. Thanks for asking.
So, how about we shake up the order a little bit? Who would like to roll their d20 first?
Yeah, do you want me to roll for you this time? You rolled for me last time. A 4 for Beth.
Okay. All right, and then we need Shane. Do you want to do the adjective?
The adjective? I got a 6.
A 6. Okay. And that leaves Matt and or Beth, whichever one you didn't roll, for the parameter.
13 for me.
13. So you're going to draw a chili piercer. Which sounds like a euphemism.
It sounds a bit rude.
A chili piercer.
A chili piercer with this thing. It says this thing needs really huge teeth.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, they've got to be pointy, right? A piercer.
Would you like
A chili?
A picture of what a piercer is?
I would like a picture.
But I feel like the chili is like...
He's cold. See, I'm thinking my first initial thought was like an actual like a dude, like a really hipster looking dude, like the sort of guy that does piercings, but he's just cold with buck teeth, you know.
Right, yeah, he's gonna miss. He's gonna get you in the eye.
Just some dude, bro, you know.
I would love a reference photo.
There it is.
Oh, I know these things.
I hate
They
that.
grow up to be ropers.
Yeah.
That's
Oh.
a big. Wait, so he's like a slug, but he's also a stalactite?
No, they pretend to be stalactites, and then when you walk under them, they drop on you and try to eat you.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Gross. Are they like big boys or little boys? I suppose it doesn't matter, does it?
I think they're like medium-sized, so they're about the size of a person.
Oh.
Yeah.
When you said medium, I thought like, you know, as medium animals, not like...
I guess in like a particularly big house cat.
I'm in D&D mode now. I'm like, these things, it's cool too, because they're kind of animalistic, so they're not evil, they're just like predators, but when they grow up into ropers, they become evil. They decide to be evil. They make the choice.
Oh.
It looks like something Donald Trump would leave after a big meal.
Oh,
no.
God.
No.
Everywhere he goes, they're just coming out of him.
Well, that's gross.
Upsetting.
If you cut it, it spills pure capitalism out of it.
We need a chili one of those, whatever that means. And he needs really huge teeth.
I mean, he's already got
yeah.
some pretty big uns on him.
I suppose they're like vestigial arms at this point. I guess they grow out, right? Do they grow out?
Not well. Yeah, vestigial means like leftover, right? When he turns into a roper, they like, become like tentacles.
Yeah.
The one real rule of art versus art is that it's very, I was gonna say loose. You know, none of us are really sure what we're doing.
Most of the time, we don't know what we're drawing. We've been talking to a lot of like the other sort of D&D creators on YouTube recently, and what it has really like shown me is that I know nothing about D&D.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what any of the monsters are. I apparently don't know how to play the game.
There is nothing quite like recording yourself playing D&D for realizing that you don't know how to play D&D.
Yeah.
The cool thing is that it's not actually a contest, no matter how some people might make others feel about it. It's just, when I played a lot of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I played a lot of it, so I'm like really inured to a lot of the game. I know a lot about it, but I would never expect other people to like, I don't know, like be on my level or something about it. You know, it's like people of all different experience levels.
It's always funny, like, introducing people to it, or like people that are like, oh yeah, I'd love to play it one day, but like, you know, they've not like been like exposed to the community, and somebody at work a couple of days ago asked, "Oh yeah, I'd love to play," and I was like, "Oh yeah, like some games can last like 30 years," and they looked at me and they're like, "What?
Yeah.
30 years?"
See, we have played a lot of D&D, but we've played a lot of just one campaign.
Yeah.
In the way that where the rules probably aren't quite right, and we just play it in our own way.
See, that's what I want. I play a lot with a lot of different people, and I have to constantly ask, like, so do we use the flanking rule in this game? And they're like, what? Flanking? What is that? I'm like, okay, different game, got it. Or like, just constantly I'm asking to like confirm stuff because I don't know what the specifics are for this game. I get like gaslit sometimes because they're like, that was never a rule. And I'm like, hey man, I'm in a lot of games, give me a break.
Yeah, and also there's a lot of stuff that it's not just us that does this, where the rule is like one thing and you're essentially doing that. It's just not to the letter of the law that it's written in like the official books or whatever. And particularly online, that like can bring a lot of space for people to be like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. I feel like rules are they're best like when they're fitted to the narrative,
especially in a game like D&D, right?
Yeah.
You apart from the fact that you have a book, you play it with nothing.
Yeah,
because like an event can happen where it'll be like it confirms your character's death or something just horrible, and you're like, oh shit, now I'm kind of just sad. Like, if it makes you feel better to have like a happy ending, then do the happy ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially narratively, right? Because like at the end of like it is a game, but also like you're kind of writing a story. At least that's the way we play.
Yeah.
Like it is a very narrative thing. So sometimes the rule of the game just doesn't fit how the story works for us.
And some people like trauma. They love the horrible bits. If you want that, you do you, baby. You do you.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's all dependent on like the group. The group likes the play style, then there's nothing wrong with it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But I mean, I used to play Pathfinder, and it was all like rules as written, and like it was brutal. Characters would die all the time, and you'll notice that most of my videos are not about Pathfinder games. Because there's no interesting story being told. It's just us being chaotic in a rule system where it's always rules by the book all the time. Like, almost no exceptions. Where it's like, the story I am writing about is like D&D, and it's narrative, and it's fun, and the rules take a back seat to the story, which is kind of how I prefer it now.
Are you playing? So like you've played a lot of games before. You've played a lot of D&D, but are you playing one game, or are you playing several games concurrently at the moment, Shane?
I'm in a lot of different games. I'm in 5 games a week.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Which sounds enviable, but it's fucking exhausting. It's really not
Yeah,
so
I
fun. You know what I want? I want to play the same game 5 times a week. That's what I want. I don't want to be in like the 5 different games, because it's like I have to keep putting on different masks every day to be a different character. And like maybe for people who are forever DMs, it's like, yeah, I do that all the time. Like I know DMs do that all the time, but I'm not a DM. I don't have time to DM stuff.
Yeah, that sounds kind of stressful.
Yeah, I got secondhand stress hearing that. 5.
Do you I was just gonna say, you probably don't have much time to process anything that happens in those games, right? If you got to step into another person the next day, like there definitely have been times where we've played a game and then like something major has happened, and I have felt the processing has like carried over into the next day. Everybody's kind of walking around with that like blank look on their face because they're still thinking about stuff that happened yesterday. But if you're doing that 5 times a week, jeez.
I mean, so there are some games I'm very invested in. Like on Mondays I play a game called Antumbra with Captain Cheeky, Vitamin Dieter, Eldritch Sugar, and Felvaleb and some others. And we're all, D&D people online. We stream the game.
Yeah.
And Cheeky's a masterful DM. He works on everyone's backstories to make this very narrative thing. My buddy actually fell, like, there was a big bomb dropped, and he, like, private messaged me the other day, and he said, I'm still thinking about Monday, holy shit, lol. Like, it's one of the best games I've been in thus far. And then I've got another game I do, I won't specify which, but it just, it's kind of just going through the motions. It's just, there's nothing really, like, that impactful happening yet. And, like, every game's a bit different,
Yeah.
I don't try to judge, like, every, like, DM by the same standard, especially if they're, like, a new DM or something. It's just, I've played a lot. It's not, at this point, it does take a lot to get me really excited the same way I would have maybe, like, 5 years ago.
When was the last time that we played D&D?
I think I'm almost done.
Oh,
it was a
God.
while.
3 years ago?
It was like we had to take a break, so we got really busy with Bards for Bard stuff.
Yeah.
So it would have been probably just before April. It's been over a month.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I thought literally 3 years. I was like, you guys are making this series about a game that's that far gone? Like, it's that much over?
No.
I mean, the bit that is in the episode, though, is probably older than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I've got, like, really convincing sarcasm sometimes.
Alarmingly so.
I was about to say sarcasm is Matt's love language.
Love language? That's a weird way of putting it.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Okay, I think I am done.
Oh, that's right, sarcasm me.
Okay. You said you're nearly done, Beth?
Yeah, let me send you... Oh, I don't know if I can find this chat on here. Oh no, I can. I forget where they are.
Shane, how you going?
I just finished.
Oh,
Ooh.
cool. Wow, look at that timing.
There
Oh
you
my
go.
god!
What a baby.
Or...
Look at that.
No.
2 feet.
Well, that's his thing. He's got to have some real big teeth.
Yeah. I love the lopsidedness.
Just a little gooey guy.
Just a little gooey guy.
Oh.
Man,
And
that's so stinking cute.
Oh, there he is.
That's much cuter than what it actually is.
Wow, we had the same idea.
Yeah.
hey!
Cute.
The big old teeth.
Man, they must shop at the same store. I mean, where else do you get piercer hats?
The brothers.
Oh, little bros.
He's got like a little mug.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah, because like you said, they're not evil yet. They still, they're just hungry.
They're just they're just
They've got
predators.
time to learn about the woes of the world and then become jaded and resentful.
Hey, you grow up in the Underdark with no one watching your back and see how you turn out,
Well, those guys are great.
Thanks for joining us, Shane. This has been a lot of fun. Particularly your interpretation of these monsters has been really, really fun. If you aren't subscribed to Shane already, you should definitely go over to his channel and do that. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.